This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned, who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, all praise, honor, and glory goes to YAHAWAH, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI. All right. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. Shalom. I'm the brother Dama Agabar, here with another lesson. Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. All right. And I started this with Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, showing you that the wicked has been revealed, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. And this devil is about to come with some major working and craft after the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders. All right. And one major way he's about to come with the working and the power of Satan is through his technology, through this artificial intelligence, which I'm going to show you in this article. This devil is about to use this artificial intelligence in a major way to ultimately brainwash and to manipulate the minds of you people. And mainly we know it's being directed at you tribes. It's being directed ultimately at the men of the Lord, the true believers in YAHAWASHI. And it's going to be used at these everyday average people. All right. But we know the main goal that these elites have is to, to deceive the very elect, which is ultimately impossible. But hey, we know this devil is going to attempt to do that via his technology, his signs, and his lying wonders. All right. You even had this guy, Noah Harari. They keep making these statements that humans are hackable animals now. They want to know what's going on the inside of you. They want to get inside of your brain. They want to be able to manipulate your thoughts. To be able to, take away certain parts of the brain that give you faith, certain parts of the brain that deal with your belief, and, alter those and wipe them clean. Be able to, when you're dreaming, go into your mind and input dreams and messages and signals inside of your brain to where they could control your actions, control your thoughts, take away certain, thought patterns that you have that make you question things, that make you skeptical. You believe in that so-called conspiracy theories are real and having doubt in the mainstream narrative. These devils want to get inside of your mind and be able to wipe those thoughts away and basically make you mindless, complacent, zombies, that can be controlled and manipulated by their signs, powers, and lying wonders. And let's look up this word for signs, powers, and wonders really quick before I get into this article. All right. It says, the working of Satan. And we know the word Satan means to be an adversary. All right. So let's go into this word, his power. The word is dynamis. It says inherent power residing in a thing by virtue of his nature, or which a person or things exert and put forth. Powerful for performing miracles. You see, moral power and excellence of soul, the power and influence which belongs to riches and wealth. It says power consisting in or resting upon armies, forces, or hosts. And we know part of his dynamis is going to be through his technology. You see, this is how Esau is going to try to establish himself and make himself a god, is through his technology. All right. And the word for signs is a semayon. It says that which a person or thing is distinguished from another, a sign, prodigy, portent, an unusual occurrence, transcending the common course of nature, you see. And this is what his artificial intelligence is going to allow Esau to do on the left hand side, is to go beyond the common course of nature. Like I said, with this technology, he's going to be looking to be able to go inside of your body, control your thoughts, control your ideas, what you believe, what you can believe, what you don't believe. be able to manipulate your genetic code with his technology and his so-called sciences, with his, different inventions and, scientifical breakthroughs, See, and this is why, guys like Elon Musk is dealing with these, the Neuralink and, all these different companies trying to make these brain chips to be able to ultimately, hijack the mind and the body of all living creatures and all things. He's literally trying to become the most high via this technology. And he's going to use this technology, to come in the working and the power of Satan with all powers, signs, and lying wonders. And if it has it his way, be able to, be God. All right. And I want to show you this, what this devil is talking about. It says AI chatbot mind sucking machine developed to change the brains of conspiracy theorist study. And it's going to go deeper than just so-called conspiracy theories, because he wants to control the mind of all people. See, this is why he's having that's why he's going so hard at people being able to have free speech, to be able to, have free speech. And he's coming after people who are putting down tweets and putting up videos and messages that are attacking the mainstream narrative, that is questioning the agendas, which is questioning basically a reality that he is manipulating, and that he is, twisting and turning to fulfill his new world order plans, man. It says the researchers said that their brainwashing technology effectively wiped the conspiracy theories, beliefs, and opinions by up to 20%. You see? And we know that he has the technology to make this thing go at an even higher level. All he needs to see. This is why they're going to have a lot of these he's talking about having, what do you call it? What do you call it? Having these different camps and these different lockdown facilities, to where, he knows there's a certain amount of the population that he could, hook up to these machines and ultimately change their opinions and their thoughts. Oh, those are re-education centers. And he's going to use AI to accomplish a lot of that, and it's going to be on a way more invasive level than what they're telling you in this article. All right. And I'm going to show you that. It says the researchers complain that those questioning official narratives are not willing to confirm to the hive mind groupthink the established desires when confronted by classical propaganda techniques. The research thus believes the use of generative AI will force conspiracy theories out of the rabbit hole and suck their minds clear of any unauthorized thought. You see, like Harari said, now humans are hackable animals. Now we want to know what's going on inside the body. We want to put things under the skin. And this is all part of this devil's agenda. See, and this is why he's trying to play God. He's trying to establish himself as a God via this technology. And this is why this plant ultimately needs to be stopped and is going to be destroyed. It says a scientific study published Friday detailed an artificial intelligence chatbot developed to suck on the brains of conspiracy theorists. The researchers go on to define CT as those who are a threat to democracy due to their disagreement with official government and medical narratives, and those who believe what Donald Trump says. And we know ultimately it's going to go deeper than that. See, this is who they're using. This is why they're attacking so-called Trump, which is all a dog and pony show. It's all, all these devils are all working together, man. All right. The left and the right, they're all just two cheeks on the same ass at the end of the day. And they're just using Trump and these talking points to ultimately to pass unrighteous decrees and to be able to force this this NWO to where things like this will be legal. These things like this will be common, and they'll be able to shut down and come up against anybody who's not going along with the mainstream narrative and with their agenda. You see? It says Salaki, it says beliefs and conspiracies that a U.S. election was blah, 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 blah. I don't want to talk about that shit. It says the AI system the researchers developed allowed, says CT, to interact with a chatbot based on large language model technology, which aimed to remove their suspicious and inquisitive nature, which I think, this is going to be more invasive than that. I think they're going to be able to hook this machine up inside your brain, hook it up on the outside with a little to be able to use this technology to literally go inside your mind, hook your brain up and your body up to this AI system, like they show you on these dystopian movies, where they got you locked in a chair, got you strapped down, and they'll use AI to literally be able to physically strap you into this machine and go literally into your brain and try to manipulate and to perform this dystopian type of brainwash. Brain wiping. It says, which aim to remove their suspicious and inquisitive nature. You see, and like I said, I forgot what it's called. What is it? They have, they know about the God gene. That's within mainly the Israelites and people that have faith in the Most High. They've tapped these different centers of the brain, and they're able to go, and they know that these centers and these parts of the brain exist. And these devils have been developing technology, and they're going to use AI to be able to tap into those centers, those parts of the brain of people that have these type of thoughts, to be able to erase it and, like I said, lobotomize you and turn you into a damn a zombie. Him to have this godlike behavior. You see, that's why I said he's coming with all signs and Matter of fact, let me read up a little bit in this Thessalonians. What I should have did. All right, and this is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which is Esau, Edom." It says, "Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worship." You see, and this is what he's trying to establish with this technology, to be able to exalt himself as the Most High, be able to know what you're thinking, to erase your thoughts, to put thoughts in your mind. You know how scriptures tell you that a man's going are of the Lord. How therefore can he understand his own way? Scriptures tell you that when man is in deep sleep, the Most High, basically puts in us, what we're going to do for that particular day. The Lord's in control of our plans and our thoughts and our actions. Now Esau is trying to put himself on that level via this technology, man. It says, "Or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." And that's what this technology, he's trying to use. He's trying to establish himself as. It says, "Amid growing threats to democracy, investigated whether dialogues with a generative artificial intelligence interface could convince people to abandon their conspiratorial beliefs." And you better believe they want you to abandon ultimately your belief in a higher power, in a God. Esau wants you to believe in the trust in him and only him as God. So if he can be able to accomplish this and get into the minds of in the souls of every person on this planet Earth, he could forcibly make this to happen. And then the rest that don't comply, the rest that he can't, be able to manipulate or, wash, he'll just do away with them. It'll be massive amounts of deletion. You see, and this is why they have a Depop agenda, because they know they not going to be able to successfully, you know, uh, manipulate and to change everybody on this planet Earth. 6 billion, 7 billion, however many billion people they say is on the planet is way too many. This is why they want to maintain humanity under such small numbers, for those that can be manipulated, those that can be controlled, and those that he could exhort himself to be a god over via this technology and live forever, and put you in 15-minute cities, have you eating the Soylent Green and keep the small amount of the population exactly where he needs them to be while he's out here playing God and doing, his worst, man. It says, "An interface could convince people to abandon their conspiratorial beliefs. Human participants described a CT that they subscribed to, and the AI then engaged in persuasive arguments with them that refuted their beliefs with evidence. The AI chatbot's ability to sustain tailored counter arguments and personalized in-depth conversations reduced their beliefs and seized for months, challenging research suggesting that such beliefs are impervious to change. This intervention illustrates how deeply AI may mitigate conflicts and serve society," the study said in the editor's summary section. And you better believe they've been using, why do you think all these people disappear every goddamn day? Why do you think people just, all these missing people, missing children magically just go disappeared? Because a lot of them are being test subjects and being used for this type of experimentation to prove their theory and to see if they could actually engage in this type of behavior and be successful, which I'm sure, the information that they're giving you is very skewed. They're not telling you the full depth and the full level of how deep they've really gone with this type of bullshit. But we know that, on the left hand, this shit is existing. This is why they're letting you know, hey, we'll be able to eventually be fully successful at doing this. But as we know, let me get this, man. All right. That against the elect, it'll be impossible. All right. And this is let me see something. This is Matthew 24:21. "For there shall be great tribulation, such as since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. You see? And this is why the Lord is speeding up the time and the Lord is speeding up the days. And this devil was being exposed on such a very high level, because if Esau was to continue to go on and to be able to successfully do all of these things and the agendas that he's planning and attempting to do, he would kill everybody on this planet Earth, man. It wouldn't be no flesh left to be saved. See, but for the elect's sake, the Lord is speeding up the time, and the Lord is going to come and deliver his elect from the hands of this mad scientist, this Satan, the son of perdition. It says, then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is a Mashiach, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs. And Esau is part of these false prophets, man. Like I said, he's going to be presenting a lot of this technology as God-like. He's even going to use artificial intelligence to be presented as a God and as a savior for humanity pretty soon, But guess what? We are not to follow it. We are not to go along with it. It says, and shall show great signs and wonders. You see? Let's look up those words. Great signs and wonders. Probably the same words. Signs, yep. Samayon and wonders. Well, this one says teras. Let's look up this word wonders. It says a miracle performed by anyone. See? And that part of that miracle is this technology. You see? It says, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. You see? Which is not going to be possible. Because, let's say hypothetically, if he was to get his hands on one of the elect, which we know some of us are going to be grabbed up. Some of us are going to be presented before governors and before rulers. Hey, and they might have it to where they might get one of the members of the elect and try to put us in one of these situations to where they're going to be deemed, the efforts are going to be destroyed. They're not going to be able to perform it. They're going to come to realization that, hey, the mind of this individual, the spirit that's on this guy is impenetrable. We can't get through to this guy. Hey, and who knows, the Lord might show miracles and give that individual spiritual power to be able to blow up that machine if it's strapped to him, or they have him, put in one of it. All right. Let me get that real quick, man. You see, so that's why for the elect, man, it's going to be a very great and a beautiful time. Oh, I didn't have that one in here. Let me get that real fast. All right, and this is Luke chapter 21, verse 15. Let me read up. This is Luke 21 and 12. It says, but before all these, they shall lay hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. You see? So the Lord can have you be put in this situation and you just totally just destroy this AI and this technology and this attempt to try to sway you to not believe ultimately in this truth and that Esau is the damn devil and all of his conspiracies and his lies and his bullshit. You're going to take that AI for a spin, man. Like I said, the Lord can give you spiritual power to where you'll totally, blow that machine up, man. And the Lord will cause your aura and your spirit to totally overcome and outmatch anything that these devils are going to try to present or try to use to manipulate the minds of the elect or get you to not believe or to deny YAHAWASHI, man. You see, this is why faith is such a huge part of this ministry and is going to be needed in these times. But we know that, like I read, hey, the Lord, they're not going to be able to deceive the very elect with nothing that they do. No matter what the situation is, no matter what position the elect are put in, they're not going to be deceived. We're not going to be led astray. We're not going to be, broken. You see? It says, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And guess what? AI is part of that, is part of our adversaries. As we can see, this devil is about to try to use to lobotomize people. It says the researchers complain that those questioning official narratives are not willing to conform to the hive mind group thing. You see, and that's the elect ultimately. It says the establishment desires when confronted by classical propaganda techniques, like I just read. The research thus believe the use of generative AI will force CT out of the rabbit hole and suck their minds clear of any unauthorized thought. And what is the main unauthorized thought they don't want people to have is the spirit of YAHAWASHI upon us. It says widespread belief in unsustainable. Salakia. All right. It says and suck their minds clear of any unauthorized thought. And like I said, the main thought they want to rub out of the mind of the elect is our faith and our belief in Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi, man. You see, and believing in the second coming, believing that our Lord and Savior is coming back to throw down these nations and gather them for war and put these elites in slavery and establish our righteous kingdom, man. That's the thoughts and the faith they don't want us to have. You know, they want, if they can't wipe that, like Harari said, believing that Jesus, they say Jesus is coming back. That's fake news. Okay. And that's what they want everybody, all of us to have that mind frame, but it's not going to happen. You can't deceive the very elect. It says widespread belief in unsubstantiated CTs is a major source of public concern and a focus of scholarly research. Despite often being quite implausible, many Cs are widely believed. Prominent psychological theories propose that many people want to adopt CT to satisfy underlying psychic needs or motivations, and thus believers cannot be convinced to abandon these unfounded and implausible beliefs using facts and counter evidence. Here, we question this conventional wisdom and ask whether it may be possible to talk people out of the C rabbit hole with sufficiently compelling evidence, the study said in introduction section, which they know they can't do. See, this is why they want to get inside the brain and use technology to wipe these thoughts out of your head. All right. They know that you just having a conversation and talking to chat ain't going to fucking convince anybody. All right. You're going to believe what you want to believe. But if they have the ability and the power and the working of Satan and technology to go in and to scrub those type of thoughts out of your mind, this is what they ultimately want to do. All right. And they just might have the power on the left hand side via this technology to accomplish this, man. You see, this is why it's important for the faith of the elect to, is going to be, is what we need. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 26. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there they shall be called the children of the living power. And where was that ultimately at? Here in America, man. You see, and this is why the great awakening is happening. This is where the elect in these last days is being gathered. And this is where we're gathering, this truth for a treasure. And, we're being raised back up. And 27, Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, yet, a remnant shall be saved. For he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness. You see, that's why, the Lord is shortening the days, man. He's going to get his elect ultimately the hell up out of here. It says, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. And Isaiah saith before, except the Lord of Sabaoth, which Sabaoth means the Lord of the armies, had left us a seed, we had been as Sodom and have been made like unto Gomorrah. You see? So if it wasn't for the elect, Israel would be finished out here. Esau would be able to accomplish this agenda. He'll be able to wipe the minds clean of any faith and belief in Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi out of the mind of the Israelites, man. You see, but we know that it's not possible. You see? And the Lord is going to stop this devil before he gets the opportunity to do it. And this is Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such are escaped out of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but they shall stay upon Yahweh, Bashem Yahawashi, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. You see, so the elect are going to stay upon the Most High in truth. And it's going to be impossible for them to be broken or to be taken or to be manipulated out of staying upon the Holy One of Israel in truth. The elect have this faith sealed within our spirit from the beginning, Before the earth ever was, the elect was always, it was in their genetic DNA and their makeup to always stay upon Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi, no matter what Esau and the attempts of the wicked are. It says, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. For the Lord Yahawah, Bashem Yahawashi of hosts, shall make a consumption, even determined in the midst of all the land. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power of hosts, O my people that dwelleth in Zion, be not afraid of the Assyrian. And who is the modern day Assyrian? Esau, Edom, the white man. He shall smite thee with a rod, and shall lift up his staff against thee after the manner of Egypt, which he did, which he brought us here in hardcore bondage via the slave ships. He's been whooping our ass, lying to us, deceiving us, keeping us on the bottom, keeping us, feeding us all these lies and these philosophies, doing everything in his power to try to break our bands and our cords from Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. But now the Lord has raised up his elect, that great army, and these devils are shitting in their pants, man. And now they're going to try to come with this technology and with this artificial godlike power to try to, deceive the very elect, which is not possible. It says, for yet a very little while, and the indignation shall cease, and my anger in their destruction. And Yahawah of hosts shall stir up a scourge for him according to the slaughter of Midian at the rock of Oreb. As his rod was upon the sea, so shall he lift it up after the manner of Egypt. All right. And that goes back to Gideon and how him and his 300, the Lord, had all the men, and he had them, it ended up coming down to the 300, to the ones that lap like dogs, and the Lord made a great slaughter that day. And, those two princes, and they got slaughtered by Israel through through Gideon and the message that the Lord sent. I think that's in Judges, the 7th chapter, I think. And it shall come to pass in that day that his burden shall be taken away from off thy shoulder, and his yoke from off thy neck, and the yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing. You see, and this is what's going to ultimately happen. You see, and Esau is going to try to use this technology to take this faith and this belief out of the elect, man, so that these things cannot come to pass. But we know that it's all the will of Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi, and this devil will be broken, and he is going to be destroyed ultimately when all is said and done at the end of the day, man. Right. But we see the level this devil is trying to go, man. It says, we hypothesize that interventions based on factual corrective information may seem ineffective simply because they lack sufficient depth and personalization. The study said in the rationale section, we developed a pipeline for conducting behavioral science research using real-time personalized interaction between research subjects and AI. Across 2 experiments, 2,190 Americans articulated in their own words a CT in which they believed, along with the evidence they think supports this theory. They then engaged in a 3-round conversation, LLM GPT-4 Turbo, which prompted to respond to this specific evidence while trying to reduce participants' belief in the CT. The researchers said that their brainwashing technology effectively wiped the conspiracy theorists' beliefs and opinions by 20%, you see? And like I said, I ain't going into the depths of how invasive this shit truly was, man. All right. So you can see what these devils are doing. What else? See, it says, what else does it say? It says, this effect persisted undiminished for at least 2 months, was consistently observed across a wide range of CT, from classic conspiracies involving the assassination of John F. Kennedy, aliens, and the Illuminati, to those pertaining to the topical of the C-190. You see what it say? Aliens, in which we know that there's no such thing as aliens but the chariots, man. The angels of the Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. So you can see if they can get their hands on Jake, they're going to try to wipe everything clean, especially our faith in this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi and the Holy Scriptures. You see? It says CTs in the events are understood as being caused by secret, malevolent plots involving powerful conspiracies. And what do you think Psalm 68 is all about, man? Hey, the Bible goes into these things. The Bible tells us about these CTs and the secret counsels of the wicked, man. You see? It says plots involving powerful conspirators are often quite implausible, yet a large fraction of the world has come to believe them, including as much as 50% of the population by past estimates. You see, and this is why they got to get rid of more than 50% of the people, because they know the majority of people, they're not going to be able to, change their minds. And a lot of this forcing technology is not going to be able to work on the majority of people. So therefore, they got to have a huge culling eventually. But we know it's all aimed at getting, the belief out of the elect of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, man. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. Lord willing, this was useful. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI for putting the spirit in me through this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. Shalom.